In this video, I'm going to break down why I think single keyword ad groups are not the best idea when setting up a new campaign on Google Ads. Now, I know I'm going to get a ton of backlash for this, but ultimately, let me give my thoughts and hear my reasoning behind why I think single keyword ad groups are not the best way to go. Coming up. Hey guys, Darren Taylor of thebigmarketer.com, and my job is to teach you all about digital marketing. Now, if that sounds up your street, you should consider subscribing to my channel. And in this video, we're looking at SKAGs, single keyword ad groups, and why I think it's not always the best idea to set your campaigns up with single keyword ad groups. But before I continue, first let me explain what a single keyword ad group is. Well, ultimately, it does exactly what it says on the tin. A single keyword ad group is a method of setting up a PPC campaign in Google Ads or Bing Ads, whereby every single keyword you have in your campaign will have its own dedicated ad group, and by extension, its own dedicated text ad. Now, this is shown to, I guess, give more relevancy to your PPC campaign because your ads, your ad group and keyword will be exactly focused on a specific keyword. So you can see why people often like to set up a single keyword ad group campaign, and a setup method that means that it's more relevant. However, here's why I think it's not the best idea. First of all, setting up single keyword ad groups can be time consuming. Now, not just time consuming from a point of view of setting the campaign up the first time anyway, it can be time consuming from a management point of view as well. Imagine having a ton of ad groups to look at, a ton of data to analyze within those ad groups, and the frequency you get data is going to be a lot slower in order to make some of those optimization decisions. So, ultimately speaking, setting up a campaign with single keyword ad groups can be a lot more time consuming in terms of campaign management. Another reason that it could be quite negative to set a campaign up with single keyword ad groups is because you're going to have to get really good at using the Google Ads editor. Now, I know it's a tool a lot of people do use for setting campaigns up, but a lot of new advertisers and a lot of people who use Google Ads in general, it's shown and proven that many do not use the Google Ads editor. And if you're going to set campaigns up with single keyword ad groups, if you're not using the Google Ads editor, or you're not comfortable and confident using the Google Ads editor, then you're going to struggle. You're going to be using the AdWords interface, copying and pasting and editing and replacing and making a ton of changes to build your campaign up with a single keyword ad group structure. And unless you're really comfortable using the Google Ads editor, then it can be even more time consuming than I first explained in point number one. The setup will take forever. And my final point in the case against single keyword ad groups is that the whole process could be negligible anyway. The whole point of single keyword ad groups is to increase your relevancy, that Google likes relevancy, and you'll increase your quality score of your campaign keywords, thereby getting cheaper click costs and a more efficient campaign. Now, I've seen campaigns with a setup where they don't use single keyword ad groups and all of their keywords are quality scores of 9 out of 10 or 10 out of 10. And then I've seen campaigns when it's moved over to single keyword ad groups, the keywords are still 9 out of 10 and 10 out of 10. And when I download the data and look at keywords over time, then you can start to see that there's no difference. There was literally no difference whatsoever in the quality score of the keywords. Now, another point as well is the click-through rate. So the idea behind creating single keyword ad groups is that you get a higher click-through rate too. So ultimately, they're the two things you want to achieve: higher quality scores and higher click-through rates. But I've seen, again, on many single keyword ad group campaign setups, click-through rates don't move that much. Now, again, it depends campaign to campaign, and what I'm telling you is quite anecdotal, but don't assume moving to a single keyword ad group setup is going to skyrocket everything. The results can be quite negligible, and if your campaign's performing well anyway, and you've got really high quality scores, then there's no point whatsoever in moving over to a single keyword ad group strategy setup. Now, I said it before at the very beginning of this video, and I hope you watch this video right to the end because this comment is going to make all the difference to you. Now, I know that single keyword ad group setup do work, and I've seen it work many times over the whole time I've been using Google Ads. And I know from a best practice point of view, it's widely adopted across a lot of agencies and big brands who are using Google Ads. So in my very next video, I'm going to completely and utterly contradict this video, and I'm going to give you the top breakdown of why I think single keyword ad group setups are a good thing for your business as well when you're using Google Ads. Now, you might say these two videos are very contradictory. They are, but again, it goes back to what I always say when I create any content on this channel. It depends on your scenario. If you're confident and comfortable with Google Ads in the editor, then by all means create campaigns with a single keyword ad group setup. If you're not that confident and you're not comfortable using Google Ads or by extension the editor, then it doesn't make sense to manage your campaigns with a single keyword ad group setup. And it also means that if your campaign is not that complex and a very small campaign, it might not necessarily benefit you that much anyway. So again, it always depends. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked it, please leave me a like below. Let me know in the comments if you are a fan of or you hate single keyword ad groups, or maybe you've never even heard of that strategy before. Let me know in the comments. I pretty much reply to every single comment I get. More important than that, don't forget to subscribe, check out the other content across my channel, and I'll see you guys on my next video.